Welcome to Life Around 40 podcast, episode 17. I'm happy we were able to finally get this episode underway after our normal pre-show shenanigans. How was everybody tonight? I feel like it's been a little while. We took a break last week because of last week wasn't the holiday, but we released two during the holiday week, a live stream and a vault episode, if you will. So we took a bit of a break last week and happy to be back. How you guys doing?
Good.
Doing good.
There was some really dramatic, semi-romantic music playing in the background, and I'm just like...
Luckily, I can't hear anything at all.
It's got me fired up.
I don't hear
happy.
you.
It might be the women's deodorant you put on a second ago as well.
Could be. Wait for Prince Charming to come through the door here and sweep me off my feet, man.
Maybe when you put it on, that's when the music starts playing, and you're just like,
Maybe.
oh, this is so nice.
Would it be neat if we had a soundtrack to life? I mean, would it get old, or would it be like...
No, I think that's what makes movies so good, is like so engaging. It's like if you were like out running and the Rocky theme was playing, and I'd run longer. Well, no, I wouldn't, but I'd like to think that I would run longer. So
yeah. But I'm okay. It was an interesting weekend. We'll get to that. And then it was a lot of phone calls today. I fielded 35 phone calls and several meetings.
Ugh.
And if my phone rang again, I could start, shooting my gun off into the air in the streets.
well, in Texas, you're fine. Well, yeah, in Texas, you're
yeah.
good. So,
that's a normal. You're not American.
Yeah, exactly. So, in fact, it's more suspicious when you're not shooting your guns off in the air in Texas. So, is Drew dead?
Not that
he
I
shot his gun off in 3 days. No, absolutely not. And they're all registered and good. So
they are. Actually, they are. They are registered.
Well, that's good. That's good. Even though I know in Ohio you don't have to register them. So
yeah, I mean, if you buy one down here, you have to register it. But like I do, I would say I have a family shotgun that's probably not registered because it's a single shot shotgun, and honestly, God, I'd be afraid to shoot. Probably blow up. It's old.
Hey, some of those old guns, they stand the test of time now. I'll tell you what, they knew what they were doing back then. So
they did.
Taylor, I see you're wearing a nice Christmas sweater.
I love it.
I think a Santa, some kind of fur Santa hat. Is it Canadian Santa?
I don't know. It's just a Canadian Santa. Where do you get that from?
It's like fur lined and.
Yeah, it's
that's hillbilly Santa. That is made out of a raccoon right there.
It is, yeah.
That's a fine hat.
I think that's the Santa Jeff Foxworthy was always referring to when he was telling his jokes, was Redneck Santa.
Oh, gracious.
I used to listen to a lot of him when I was a kid. Him and Bill Engvall.
Dude.
Bill Engvall, one of the
Bill Engvall.
Some of the cleanest but funniest comedians. I mean, super clean. Didn't have to worry about listening to it in front of your kids.
Yeah.
So it's like, I love Dave Chappelle, but the girls are not ready for Dave Chappelle.
You cannot play him in front of the children. I really like
hilarious,
who was the bigger guy that drank and smoked cigars the whole time?
Oh, Ron. Is it Ron something?
Yeah, I think that's right.
I know exactly who you're talking about. He still does some stuff.
Yeah, he makes me laugh quite a bit.
I heard, correct me if I'm wrong, you might know this, Drew. I heard Larry the Cable Guy, it's all an act. And he's not actually like that in real life.
No, that is not his voice. I wonder how can he go back to his voice?
At this point, I don't know. Yeah.
It's clearly a show. No one actually really talks
I think Bill Engvall, I think that's who Bill Engvall is in real life. You know what I mean? But yeah, I heard Larry the Cable Guy
absolutely.
was total joke. So
it is. But yeah, what the hell is that guy's name? Comedian Ron something.
While you're looking that up, Taylor, how's your week?
It's been going all right. Nothing too fancy. Just work and now getting some stuff situated for some like actual proper little YouTube videos that I want to do. Another like podcast thing I do. Normally just kind of single stuff. I actually had a couple guests last night and we recorded. So that was that was some good fun, but nothing too eventful.
You know, it's interesting, Drew. We invite Taylor on our podcast every week, and we've never been invited to his. So I have once.
Yeah. Shut up. And I did invite Drew. We just gotta
didn't go. Okay.
We just gotta figure out exactly what we wanted for a topic.
Drew, is it Ron White?
It is Ron the Tater Salad White. Indeed,
that's okay.
Sir.
I thought it was Ron White. Okay. Sorry. Continue.
But yeah, that's what's going on with that. So I know Drew's been pretty swamped with stuff. The couple texts that A passed to him and B in the group stuff, he seemed like he was kind of swamped with stuff.
I'll give him credit. Drew usually is pretty busy.
So. Yeah, so it's just kind of hammering that out.
I'm amazed I have hair left. Truly, I mean,
it's looking good.
It's losing the color. It's losing the color, but it's Jesus.
You can't tell on mine, but I'm definitely starting to get more grays than I used to have. But it's still not noticeable yet.
You just have full bush. Full bush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than one place. But,
I mean, got to trim that up, buddy, or it's going to be a lot more Ganite grams than you want.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much is helping already.
You don't want her to be foraging for those berries. Come on now.
Oh, hang on. I don't want to say it in front of his daughters. There's nothing more romantic in the middle.
That was my wife.
Nothing more romantic in the middle of an episode. And she's like, "Hang on." Okay.
I always thought she liked trekking through the jungle. I don't know. Who knows? So she grew up watching and loving Jumanji. So it's hard to say. But
oh gracious! Awesome. How about yourself, Graham? How's it been going?
Third week into the new
job.
I was saying this is my fourth week into the job this week. One was a half week because of the holiday. It's going well. Going really well. It's been good. A lot of mostly working right now. I was telling Taylor, for all the nerds to listen, I started One Piece, the anime. So the next 3 years of my life are pretty much done for.
3 years, probably the next 3 weeks with as fast as you're blitzing through that.
That's true. So just some context, Drew. That anime currently has 1,152 episodes aired that I can watch. Ain't that a thing? I'm on episode 87 or something like that right now. But I started last week, so I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, he's going to be done with that in like 4 months.
How awesome would that be? That would be great. But it's been very good.
Sure.
So, right now I go to work and then I come home and watch One Piece. So it's been pretty nice. It's been a pretty sweet setup.
What, do you ever find time in there to parent?
No. I wasn't doing that before I started. Why would I do it now? So, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. They've been around 11 years. I don't think I've parented once. So stick to what you're good at, which is watching TV.
Yeah, stay in your lane.
I'll leave it up to the one that's qualified for it.
Oh, Lord.
I started, so I 6 months ago, I got through the entire MacGyver series, and I ordered the 2 released to TV movies, and I got through one and part of the other, and then it was bedtime for the kids. Well, sorry, it was shower time, and they made me pause it because they wanted to see what happens.
Oh, really but that's nice, actually, because I can't get if it's not Stranger Things, my kids want nothing to do with what I watch. So, like, I was watching some One Piece. I always watch it on my tablet or my phone because I know it's just going to irritate the hell out of my family because there's a lot of anime, Japanese screaming all the time in it. Everybody's crying or screaming constantly in that show, it seems like. But I was watching it on the TV the other day when my wife was upstairs, and every time my kids came in, they're like, "What's this?" I'm like, "One Piece." They're like, "This looks stupid," and they just walk out. So I'm like, "All right, whatever."
You're getting styled on by your children, Graham.
100% all the time. Yeah, if it's not Stranger Things, I don't want anything to do with it. So.
But I've never seen an episode ever
of One Piece.
Nor have I.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I don't think it's up your alley. And then I was telling Taylor I got this weekend. So I've taken the next step in my Japanese learning. Started the textbook route. So that's been
love you, kid.
Harder than shit. So makes you realize how stupid I am. That's really been about it. It's been, you know how you guys know, before the holidays, trying to catch up with stuff at work before the end of the year. And then, other than getting stuff ready for Christmas, it's usually kind of a slow time of the year anyways.
So on a super funny short side note, Megan's like, Dean, he's in trouble. I'm like, okay, what'd he do this time? And she's like, he got through his math test in under 10 minutes. It's like, yeah? How'd he do? Well, he got a 100. But he didn't show any of his work. I'm like, well, I don't know. Like, what was he doing? Geometry? I was like, pretty good to me.
You either have a certifiable genius or a ChatGPT power user, one of the two. I'm not sure which.
No, that's cool.
That's the girl's
It's all handwritten.
So here's the problem we have in our house is Brittany came home and said the same thing to me. She said Maddie got through her math test in like 8 minutes. I was like, well, how'd she do? She's like, she got one right. I was like, oh, well, we have a problem then, don't we? Yeah, Maddie just guesses. She just... I'm like, can't do that.
Dean's pretty solid with numbers. Like, he'll sit down at the kitchen table. He's like, I have 2 pages of math homework, but it's due throughout the course of the week, right?
Yeah.
He'll just sit there and do it all the first day. He's like, I just want to get it done.
That's
I don't
the way
want
to
do
do
the
it.
rest of the week.
Get it done now. That's Brittany's the
Not
best
my
one.
kid.
You're gonna wait till the last minute. Hey, you're gonna be running into class and finishing up the homework. Man, what's wrong with you?
He's my physical clone, except for the glasses.
In the brain, apparently. He's got Megan's brain. So that's neither. Here's the problem: none of the girls are good at math either, and I'm terrible at math. I'm god awful at it, so I struggle even helping them. So the way we divide it is Brittany helps them with their math usually, and I will help them with their social studies, if I can say it.
English.
English. I help them with English
class.
Too. So
don't repeat after me.
Yeah, do as I say, not as I. Do as I write, not as I say. So, but I'm awful at math. In fact, I had to go back through and reteach myself some basic arithmetic to help them with their math. So, like, how do I do long division again? Because I don't remember how to do that. I have a calculator that does that. So
I'm actually very good at math. I act and portray myself mostly as a total dumbass, but secretly, actually pretty smart.
Drew is, as they would say,
I don't think it's
fool.
quite as. I agree, you're a smart guy. I also wonder how much of it is an act, though. I mean, I think
my smartness.
I think
writing logical.
No, you acting like you're not
dumbass?
Smart. I think a lot of that's pretty natural.
You know, you know how hard it is to just try to be like. If I was trying to be serious more often, I'd probably be insane by now. Like
you'd be more probably like me.
Yeah, we don't want that at all.
The shit that runs through my head, I gotta like turn into Captain Dipshit just to survive. Like what freaks me out is how many like you could tell me your name, right? If I don't know you could tell me your name like 10 times. I'd be like, hey,
dude,
guy,
person.
you know, yeah, hey, I'm the best. Oh, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Right? Because no fucking clue what your name is.
I'm a bud guy too. I'm like, hey, bud.
But tell me an IP address. Tell me some goofy fucking number. It's vaulted. It's in there forever.
I used to be able to do that with. I was bad at names and numbers. I could never keep numbers in my head, but everything else I was pretty good at. I don't know what it is. Last 3 years, I can't remember anything. It's so annoying. If I don't write it down, I forget.
Just play the card. Just play the heart card. That's a fair.
No. That's not the heart card. That's the stroke card.
Well,
right?
yeah.
So
and not the good kind of stroke.
No, it was the bad kind. So, no, I have several cards.
One of the kids said I was stupid once, which is fair. It's fair. And Megan just says, she's like, I hate to admit it, and I'll probably never say it again, but your dad's smarter than me, and I can't stand it. And I'm to
You
the
didn't get that in
world.
recording, did you?
No.
Of course
No,
not.
It's in the vault.
Well, that's just.
I mean, but
It's
truthfully,
more
when you
here,
look-
more here than here, though, right? More.
When you look at this head, there's got to be enough in there to be semi-intelligent. This head is huge.
It's the surface area, right? That's why it's all wrinkly. So if it's it's big, but it's a smooth brain, it's not very smart.
Here's the problem, Drew, is because you don't have physical evidence of it somewhere, she's going to refute it forever. She's never going to be like, "Oh no, I."
It doesn't matter. He's got it.
But you'll just never say it, be able to prove it to anyone else.
I never argue it. Well, I never argue anyways. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, until he gets like bonked on the head by something, it'll be
that goes out. Something else comes in.
Yeah, right.
Some recipe for enchiladas.
Ooh. I like a good enchilada.
Same here. I do enjoy a good enchilada. So.
All right. What the hell are we talking about today?
Yeah,
team?
Taylor, what's your topic, buddy?
I am the topic guy today, and I wanted to talk about tools because other than being one,
I was about to say there's three of them right here. So.
Yeah. Well, it's just I was thinking about it, and not even just the air fryer thing, but in general for myself, like for writing, there's not a lot of tools that you really need to just write something. Pen, paper. That's for me.
Typewriter.
Like right. Some people can do the typewriter or computer. I can't. I cannot write. I have to write by hand.
Wait a minute.
First.
When you write your books, this shit is by hand?
First, yeah.
Holy shit.
He's a real environmentalist, Drew.
No, I'm burning them trees down.
Imagine we get like another COVID outbreak. He's just gonna runs out of toilet paper. It's like, what do I use? No.
Not the manuscripts.
There goes another pair of socks.
You can cut them into decent strips. You're all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Look at him just destroying the world.
Oh, whatever.
One page
like,
at
a time. Running all the electricity and energy used for computers and stuff are any better.
Hey, that's cool.
Tree.
That's fine.
So, but this is, working on.
Oh my God. Is it college ruled at least?
Yes.
Okay, thank
It's
God.
like elementary lines, like just the biggest.
Yeah, that's
God.
the first one, and then working through on the second one.
Man,
Is
he
that
never
a
really.
doodle?
Do what?
Good. Oh, I thought I saw doodles in there. I wanted to see the doodles.
Oh. I think I was just.
His Japanese
There's just dicks all
bear
over
stuff.
that book.
Well, so this is for writing on the back of the page to just kind of make
yeah.
it right, neater and nicer.
If you did it on a computer, I wouldn't have to worry about that.
I can't though. That's my thing. It's like my brain just does not function that way. I have to have.
Could you imagine if Taylor typed a whole book? He'd
On his
destroy at least a
keyboard?
dozen keyboards.
Yeah, that's.
Drew, if he typed a book on his computer, you could probably hear him typing it in Texas. You guys should hear him
Taylor
type while
gets
we're
to
playing
chapter
tabletop.
5.
Yeah, it's
Taylor
so
gets to
loud.
chapter 5 and a fucking tsunami hits Japan.
Seriously. That one registered.
Oh,
This is how I type, you fuckers. Yeah, we know.
Oh, but
Yeah, so loud.
But yeah, so I know that's a very rudimentary just kind of start for it, but like I cannot, for just a hobby side project, whatever, I cannot use computers and stuff. Yeah, I got like a dictionary. I have a dictionary in the other room that I'll like open up if I want to, more so with thesaurus than a dictionary at this point, but that'll just kind of, I use a paper one. I don't like to use the computer and stuff like that. I think the process helps it stick into my head better.
I can see it for that.
Yeah,
I can see it for that.
Pencil? Pencil? Pen?
Pen.
Ugh.
Pen because that way if I do make a mistake or something, I could just etch it out, but it's still possibly there for me to pull for later or for something like that. Pencil, you erase it and it's gone for good.
I understand that.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me.
But
front and back of the page, or just front?
Oh, front and back. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God, he's going to show us the notebook again.
Yeah, I'm going to bring out the notebook again. But yeah, no, it's front and back.
Oh yeah, look at that.
So, but and that's for the one I'm working on now. Like the first one was four notepads. This one's probably about 6 or so.
Man, I feel like what would help you write better would be a quill and an ink jar.
I agree.
And
I'd like to try to write with that. Like I've always kind of skewed away from it to be just like just a pen. Like usually just get like a very cheap pen and just write with it. Like I'm not too like, I gotta get this right. Certain.
I'm now fascinated. Like, have you ever run out of paper during the middle of like just a fucking heater?
Mm-mm. No, I have
plans accordingly.
Well, I mean, they're so cheap, right? Like I have like 10, 15 notebooks that I can just be like, okay, boom, and pull from that. Or I have blank sheets of paper. It's like, all right, we'll just do this for.
Oh, so interesting.
Have you seen the notepads that you can write in them, and then you can like stick them in the microwave and it's clean, ready to go again?
No.
Man. It's a real
thing. You know what actually might work good for you, Taylor? Is they make pens that you write on. They make notepads that you write on, and it transcribes it into a computer for you.
That would actually probably, that's I thought where you were going through, not the the
microwave thing is fucking weird, but yeah, the one where you just
my buddy had
where you just write on it and it kicks it to the computer. That could be a good one for you.
So the thing with that helps me to some degree, not fully, is that writing it by hand and then typing it out is kind of serving as like a way for me to flesh out and also
you're editing it while you're typing it in.
Not fully, because there's times where I am adding in chunks of stuff and then edit, but then you got to go through and read it again and edit and stuff. But you still miss things because human after all. But like that's kind of the slow, agonizing process.
What do you type it with? Like your computer doesn't catch the errors in your fonts, not fonts, but in your words. Is he typewriter in this shit?
Oh no, I'm using the computer when I type it out and stuff. I just
okay.
Yeah. I'm not doing a typewriter or anything at that point. Nor what
did you learn? Did you learn to type on a typewriter?
I had my mom had one when I was a kid that I would use, but it was more
the old school, not the electronic one.
Yeah. Where you bring it back up.
Why he's such a bitch on his keypad.
Yeah,
he's like, I'm gonna imprint the shit. Yeah.
Oh God, we don't need another example.
Look, the whole desk shakes.
Die, all of you.
You made my desk shake.
So forceful with it.
So, you know why I could never do it the way you do it, Taylor? Is because if I hand wrote everything like that, I would never be able to go back and read it again. Because my handwriting
from being so messy?
My handwriting is so bad, I can't read it.
I feel like I write worse than my children. And I used to, the muscles are atrophied. They're atrophied, man.
Well, and Drew, what happens to me, and it probably happens to you too, is your brain is so far ahead of your pencil that
it's possible.
That my hand can't keep up with it.
That's why I force it, because it forces me to focus in on it instead of trying to jump ahead. Keeps me focused. That's why I can't type, because I want to just kind of and it just doesn't.
Yeah, you're 2 pages sometimes ahead of what you're typing.
You want a word, but instead of continue versus linger, sometimes that kind of haggard pace helps a lot more. I feel like to try to.
Well, you're the author. I'm not, so
I don't know about author. But I do write
this
things.
Was riveting. Your process it astounds me. It really, truly. not even being facetious here. But I want to talk about the fucking air fryer. Like, can we talk about the fact that you won't use the air fryer? This is just...
Well, like I said, I jokingly say the Luddite thing. Like, part of it's just there's just something nice about taking time to cook something, and I get it. We're in very different positions. You guys, you got a family. You got to be. Sometimes you just need to get food out on the table and stuff. But
hang on, do you like pizza?
I do.
Do you ever have leftover pizza?
No.
Oh well, maybe that's why he doesn't care.
Yeah.
You guys just eat it all in one sitting.
That's also part of it. Yeah.
So like what Drew's saying, I love to cook, but it depends on what we're doing, what I'm cooking. If it's something stupid, yeah, I'll throw it in the air fryer. If it's something I really care about and I want it to turn out really good, then I'll cook. You know what I mean? Or there's a lot of things you can't cook in an air fryer either, or I don't want to try to. It's like you were talking about burgers earlier. I don't know that I'm ever going to try a hamburger in an air fryer. I'll be honest.
They're great.
I've heard that. I'd rather just cook it in a pan or a grill or a griddle.
George Foreman, everybody. George.
It's not
hot plate, as it were.
I've graduated from a George Foreman. Thank you.
God rest him.
I put my foot in one time when I woke up because I had bacon next to my bed. I haven't done it since.
Wait. Roll that story back.
This is The Office.
Thank you, Drew.
Are you bullshitting?
Thank you, Drew, for catching that. I was wondering if you guys were going to catch it.
I did it. I caught an Office reference. Thanks, babe.
No, when I lived with my grandma, she had a George Foreman, and I used to cook on it when I was younger. But I won't ever own one again. There's so much easier ways to do it.
Made the worst fucking steaks in the world, but a pretty good burger.
Yeah, the burgers weren't terrible. It was a pain in the ass to clean, and
Not
I don't know.
Watch the whole commercial.
I wasn't sitting through that whole thing. George Foreman isn't keeping my attention that long. So,
but there's two kinds of air fryers, Taylor. Okay, there's two kinds. So you have the basket kind. Okay.
Yeah.
That would be horrible for burgers.
It's trash.
Period.
I don't like them at all.
But that is where you cook chicken wings. That is where you cook French fry.
What?
What do you mean what? I don't like wings.
You don't like buffalo wings?
Such an eye-opening experience today.
I don't like chicken wings. No.
Is he even American? Have we checked?
I have no idea. I think he spent too much time overseas.
I've never.
He's like, do you guys like eel? What the hell? This is America.
I love eel. Eel's fantastic.
Yeah, we don't eat eel here. All right.
Yeah.
We eat chicken wings.
Hey. The eel is available. You can get it. It's pretty easy.
What about Camel's Hump? Did you ever try some Camel's Hump?
Nope.
Is that a Chinese thing?
I don't know.
Probably a Middle East thing.
That seemed like that was like a Rocky Mountain Oysters kind of gag that I was.
It is not. I googled this. Not that that's worth shit, but Megan and I got in a pretty heated argument about the movie Rush Hour, and he said eel and camel's hump, and she's like, "No, it's like camo hum." I'm like, "That's not a thing. It's camel's hump." So then I had the captions on camel's fucking hump. Boom. And then I googled
maybe
it.
It's
a real region. They just hate camels.
I would have figured it would have been like a Middle Eastern kind of thing because there are a lot more camels there.
Well, maybe because it's such a delicacy, there's not a lot over there, so they ran to the Middle East to be like, yeah, we won't be eating anymore.
We're not a delicacy here, so.
But so then you have the air fryer with shelves. Like mine has 3 shelves. I had the basket. There was times I wish I had both. But the shelving is great for, like, honest God, man, like there's a steak bite recipe. It's fantastic. A lot of garlic, a lot of shit on it, but and you cut the steak up in little squares so it cooks quick, so it stays juicy. It's fucking delicious.
Huh.
You mean you Wendy's-fy your burger?
Steak.
Or what are we talking about? Steak. Oh, my bad. Wait.
You make
steak. Hold on. Wait a second. We're talking about steak here?
You don't make, like, this is like cheap steak. Like, you cut it up into little cubes, you season the shit out of it, and it's like a 7 minutes in the air fryer.
It's like a steak bite kind of deal?
Yes.
Yeah.
This isn't like, I'm not buying, hey buddy, I'm not buying like a fucking bone-in ribeye or a T-bone put in the fucking air fryer. I'm not an asshole. Hey, I love you, buddy.
I would rather just not eat steak. Than
Dude, it's delish.
Super dry cube steak.
It's not. It's not, because that's why you make it small so it cooks fast and it doesn't lose all the juice.
But
do you like marinate it in something for it, or
you can if you want to? There's several recipes, but I tried it once. I used some cheap sirloins, definitely not top shelf sirloins here.
Yeah, no, I get you.
But just cheap, and it was juicy. It was delicious. I've only done it twice. I would never cook a good steak in the air fryer.
Never. So I could see doing like the steak chunks or bites on top of like cheese fries or something like that as a topping, but like just by itself, maybe. I mean, when I cook a steak, I guess I cut it into chunks when I eat it. But
right, it's a cheaper meat thing. I think I did. I think I threw ours on potatoes and shit.
Okay, I can see it as a topping. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I'm not like opposed to it. I guess I'm just very not interested in using it. And one that my roommate bought is a basket one. It's like got two baskets.
Yeah, I don't like the basket ones.
And it's like
great
it's
for
fine.
French fries.
Yeah, there's certain foods, but I can do the same thing on my shelf one. Perfectly fine.
It just takes longer. Like French fries, I'd rather the basket. You just throw them on the basket.
Well, and plus you can shake it halfway between and.
I get you.
On the shelf, I gotta go in and rotate it.
I don't do that shit. I don't do that. I just cook it through. It'll get. Well, I use the perforated shelf, the wire rack one that's open on the bottom, so I don't have to do that.
And I get it. A regular old timey oven, it takes so much longer. It's heating up and all that sort of stuff. But there's just something. I think part of it is just the quaintness of you heat something up in that oven, but it's heating up the whole house, and it kind of ties back to having like the hearth and stuff way back in the day. But
yeah, that'd be awesome if my house wasn't climate controlled and hot already. And that's just making it much hotter.
I told you already. I told you this earlier. Just keep it at like in the 60s for it. Come on now.
Again.
How about this children? One?
And you ain't Al Bundy.
No one wants it to be cold but me. All right.
Let's talk about science, tools, microwaves. How many of you guys heat up like tea in the microwave? Anybody?
Yeah, I'll heat up stuff like that.
Well, are you serious? And I'm the heathen?
We do have a coffee maker now that
Taylor,
has a water option, so I can click.
I just do a kettle.
Hot water. So
have you ever heated up water in your microwave and just use the recommended leave a metal spoon in it while you're doing it?
No, I'm very good about keeping metal out of my microwave.
My kids
you. Not so much, but I am.
Oh, I tell you right now, if you go put a spoon in your microwave right now or a butter knife, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll believe you on that.
No problem.
I'll believe you. That's fine.
So
I'm not gonna test it.
What causes the sparks with metal in a microwave?
It's the
anybody?
Is it the? Isn't like a?
It's the potential of. It's the potential of points touching. A spoon
so it's the four.
Or a butter knife has no potential. A butter knife or a spoon has no potential, and it's recommended if heating up distilled water, because there's no minerals. Distilled water will not boil, no matter what temperature you bring it to. It won't boil.
So
but if you disturb it, it's gonna explode. So you put something in it to keep it so it's constantly disturbed and won't explode in your face.
Huh.
Why are you heating distilled water though?
Look, I don't know why you would. This is just a warning label that you have to read, and you're like, "Holy shit, this is wild."
Okay. I didn't.
Well, I know, like with like old timey microwaves, they have that metal plate in them.
As long as there's no potential for contacts to be made, you're fine.
Yeah.
There's possibly a thing of it being grounded too. I'm not that good with fucking microwave electricity standards, but like my buddy told me this, and I was like, bullshit. But he's a nerd, So I'm like, so I Googled it. I'm like, may not be fucking bullshit me. So I took the venture, and so yeah, it's safe to put a spoon or a butter knife in the microwave.
I cannot think of an instance where I would need to, but it's good to know.
Heat that spoon
certain things
up.
It is actually recommended, which I thought was wild and is also not false.
When you want to burn someone with a spoon, maybe. I mean,
yeah.
But that's the only reason I can ever think of it. So another one you brought up was like electric screwdrivers as opposed to just regular screwdrivers.
Right.
In my thoughts, and I think Drew leans more the way I do, is if there's something that can make my job faster, easier, and less work, I'm going to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Quaint has its time and place, and it's not every day, and it's not for everything. It's for very specific things that you are very consciously saying, I want to do this the old way or whatever. I have one piece to watch. I don't have time to hand screw things in. So
well,
I was going to say I have things to do, but I don't. I have one piece to watch.
The juxtaposition or the dichotomy of it is that, like, I'm for using power tools or something. Yeah, if I'm trying to build something real quick or whatnot. Mind you, even though I did just recently, I still got to actually work into it. I bought some wood whittling tools because I want to. He's not gonna watch this, but I want to try. Well, because what I want to do for my brother is make a chessboard for him. Yeah. So for Christmas one year, but so I want to hand make it because I think that'd be really really neat and nifty. But like for power tools, for putting together like a shelving unit or something like that, yeah, it makes sense. Like I'm totally for it. It is much more of the soulful, quaint kind of thing that I like to just skew away from that. But if it's like something I need to get done quick to piece together, yeah, I'll use it.
Like woodworking with hand very romantic. I get that. You know what I mean? That's a hobby.
Romantic.
Very romantic. Yes.
Yeah, work that wood.
Somebody's got to handle that dowel. All right.
But I see Graham making a pot now, like he's working with clay and Brittany's
like
up
Ghost,
behind
him. Like Ghost,
like reverse Ghost, right? Like,
yeah, I'm reverse Patrick Swayze as well in weight. So.
You're more like the Chris Farley version.
I am.
That was a great skit, by the way, on SNL. Oh, Jesus. But I'll give you my perspective on power tools, okay? I do like working with my hands, right? I'm 42, so when I do like a lot of screwdriving, especially precision, I come home and my hands look like this, and not by choice. But they're wretched in vile agony. So I bought an electric precision screwdriver, so I'm just like, and I'm done.
That is pretty awesome.
So for me, it's become a fact of I'm just getting fucking old, and things hurt the more I do. Because when Graham, you've done panels, electrical panels. You're talking all, there's 218 gauge little wires in there, and
oh yeah.
Next. It's electric precision screwdrivers. I
remember wiring panels full of those. Yeah, and part of it is my job. I don't do any of that anymore. I walk sites and I quote stuff, build systems, on a computer.
What was that? What was the bullshit site we did with that guy Chris Appleton?
Chemical Abstracts.
Mother
with that like plastic coated cabling that every time we tried to strip it, it would like cut it, and there were nicks everywhere.
This wire was thicker than my dick. It was the thickest wire, and inside the wire was like 100 other fucking wires, right? It was awful. You had to cut it. You had to cut it with a razor, pull off a plastic sheet you could beat a fucking man to death with, right? And then inside, every pair is shielded, and you had to take off, and you had to leave it like 15 feet long. Then you had to pull off each individual shield, stick it in a drill chuck, and twist it to his fucking desire in the drill.
Yeah, he wanted to be wire candy.
What a fucking asshole!
I hated that
job, guy.
Dude.
Was.
I hate it. That's the site I actually blew up a panel because I let the shield hang down too low, and it swept the face of a power supply below where I was working, and it blew that thing right up.
I hope he had to fix it. Fucking
he did.
Dick.
I did. I had to fix it. No, but trust me, I have nightmares about that site still. I hated doing it because every time we would cut that wire down, because of that stupid it was almost like a melted plastic insulation around the outside of it.
Ew.
And you had to take a razor knife and cut this way. Well, what happens when you cut this way and you cut too deep? cuts all the wiring down in. So we'd get shorts inside the cable bundle all the time and stuff. It was awful. We spent more time troubleshooting that place than we did installing anything in that place. It was nothing but troubleshooting over and over and over. I hated that site. And it felt like there was like 200 something doors. We were there forever. I mean, we were there forever. It took so long to get done with that job.
So annoying. I was never so happy to leave a group in all my life. Goodbye, security.
Yeah. I think that might have been one of the last times you worked with us, too. So.
Yeah. It was dumb. It was so dumb. No wonder we didn't make any money.
Site. I hated that
fuck.
site.
Now,
got me all angry. Now I'm riled up.
Well, I'm going to try to rein you in there, Drew, because I also thought of you with this topic because you do like your gadgets.
I'm a gadget
your gadgets, your cameras, and your lapel mics and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like how do you feel about that? Do you feel like that being able to do different things either through camera or audio recording makes the process easier, or does it feel like it kind of funnels it to where you can be or where you're not as creative? Because that's kind of a balance that you're trying to make, right? Is that you have all these tools at your disposal, but then how much does that make it to where it's like, well, like olden days, they would have radio shows where they're, making a whole bunch of noise to try to be a facsimile for, metal sheet. Oh, that's like a
thunder.
Yeah.
Well,
so
the idea is right. And, I watch a lot of people trying to, again, I have no formal training on any of this shit. Right. So it's all stuff I'm self-learning. So you ever, like, it's amazing how much you could watch something that looks pretty shitty. The picture's not great, or it's not always in focus, and it's pretty forgivable. You don't care. But if it sounds like shit, you're out pretty fucking quick, because it's that in your ear shit. And you're like, oh, this is just awful. I don't want to keep going. So, well, I don't have the best audio stuff because it's not my career, right? I'm not going to sink all my finances into something that's not giving me money back, but I do want stuff to sound decent. So, I also, for me, time is a big factor, right? I work a full-time job. I come home and I raise 3 kids with my wife, and I try to cook. I try to, clean up and do stuff. And, I have 3 kids, and I like doing little BS recordings with them. So that's a microphone for each kid, and, one for me. If, like some of the stuff we do, I'm always that yelling voice in the background. You don't ever see me, but I'm like, close the door, what's wrong with you? Stuff like that. And if I had just 4 separate microphones and I'm trying to bring all that in together, I got to time sync all that. And I really can't afford like time codes to where it all is perfectly timed. And the other kicker is I don't want to have to shoot the same scene 2 or 3 times because I only have 1 or 2 microphones. So for me, everything I do is in respect to my time because it's so limited. But then, like with cameras, like it's been a week. I wish I knew more like what I know now 4 or 5 years ago when I started this journey, because it's like, okay, what's a good camera? A Canon's a good camera. But it was just, right, it was a Canon. So I'm looking for a good Canon, and I came across a Canon T5i, and I'm like, okay, cool. It's got a flippy screen. That's all I knew about it. Crappy autofocus, pretty soft image, which still can look pretty good, but like, then you learn, man, I can't pull kids are always out of focus. So everybody's like, oh, good manual focus. You know what I learned? I suck at manual focusing. It's a skill like anything else. You got to practice it. You got to get good with it. I don't have time. All right, so now I got to get a camera that has better autofocus. And then I want colors to look nice. So, I mean, I don't have all the money to set up lights all over. So you got to get something that's called log profile. It's a very wide profile. And when you look at it, it's all, if I was shot in log right now, I'd be gray. This would be gray. This would be a darker shady gray. This is gray. and then you apply colors to that, but in that gray is a lot of information. And so I could make it look like skin, I could make it look like some completely different skin tone, and you could really warp the colors with a log profile. You want to go even further, you go raw. But really, the benefit of raw isn't so much change of the color. It's like, was your white balance correct? Did you shoot in the right ISO? Because you could fix raw a lot easier in that respect. So,
Was sorry to interrupt.
cool.
Raw was what you were showing me that one day,
Yeah,
like a month
dude,
or so. Yeah.
I could push it so far. It's
Hmm.
so cool how far you could push it. But right, that's also you're shooting 10 minutes and it's
Mm-hmm.
10 gigabytes. Like
Yeah.
it's huge.
Right.
It's a lot of a lot of data space.
But it allows me. So I've gone down this trail of, yes, it's a nicer camera. It takes a crap ton of storage, but it gives me wiggle room when I'm not perfect to still make it look good, and I don't have to go back and reshoot it. And I need the autofocus because I'm trying to record 3 kids who just move around at they're like
You're
a
doing
leaf
kid
in the
things.
wind.
Right.
They're all leaves in the wind. So for me, it's all about time. And sure, I love a good looking image. Like this is a Sony A5000. It's a 10 or 15-year-old camera. I think it looks pretty good. I think it's a respectable look.
Oh yeah.
To kind of drag us back a little bit to your original question, I think maybe I kind of start to understand maybe where you're coming from a little bit is maybe you're mourning a little the loss of the artisan in some of these things, if you will, um, in the handmade, you know, furniture, things of that. Like we have in our society, we have lost a lot of that artisan aspect. If somebody grows up doing something, they train their whole life learning how to do it, and they're essentially what they're producing is a work of art. And one way I think of it, even on a kind of lower level than that, is blueprints. I work with a lot of blueprints. Drew, you work with a lot of blueprints in your life.
A lot of blueprints.
Everything nowadays is all CAD, on computer CAD stuff. So you're going into AutoCAD or whatever. It's all done by computer now, and that's how I learned it. By the time I came up, everything was in the computer. I learned how to draw in CAD in that. I learned how to do what you needed to there. But I would go out to these job sites and I would find in some of these old mechanical rooms and stuff, these old hand-drawn blueprints. And I knew a guy at a company I worked with. He used to do projects at like Disney World and stuff like that. And he had some of the original theme park ride prints that were hand drawn from that time.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty cool.
He had some pretty cool stuff. And even that was an art discipline in and of itself. Mm-hmm. Those guys trained their whole lives to learn how to draw blueprints that way. You know what I mean? So I think there is something to mourn there in the sense that we are losing a lot of artisanship. You're starting to see that come back a lot. I feel like a lot more people are trying to bring back more of that handmade crafts and stuff like that. There's a lot of value to it. For one thing, but it's like what Drew's talking about. It's all about time. And when you're working for a company, and if it's something you're doing at a company, they don't give a shit that you can draw prints by hand. Can you get it done in a quarter of the time on a computer? That's all they care about. Right. They want to know how can, because where we're starting to lead in my job is instead of sitting down and, designing out in a word processor or Excel spreadsheet or something, let's say a Gantt chart or a construction schedule or whatever. Now they're teaching me how do I put this into AI and have AI design it for me? You're not doing it anymore. You're telling a computer to do it entirely for you. You're giving it the parameters. I've done it for submissions where they're like, you have to include a phase construction schedule of what you think this project is going to look like. All I did was go tell ChatGPT what I wanted to look like, and it spit it right back out at me. And I was able to put it in the paperwork and send it. So I think that's where a lot of this, and that's where you see a lot of mass-produced furniture and mass-produced everything. Why would a company pay you to create 2 pieces of furniture in the same amount of time they can create 50 on a machine? Right. So I think there is a loss there. There absolutely is. Unfortunately, we just live in the world nowadays where that's a hobby thing. That's when you have time to invest in it, you do it.
When I get it, I think the ends up happening is that by that being the case with work, and I understand that, that's kind of nature of the beast, so to say, is that people are not training themselves to be able to be that artisan in their own lives. So that, and if they don't have any direction with that, or if they don't understand that, say they don't have somebody like yourself or like Drew who has something like that they can learn that from, or at least see an example of that, to be like, oh, because you can kind of get away with that in certain jobs still. I would say that
apprentices and stuff, yeah.
Right. Or, well, I mean, just even just in small ways that you might be able to, perhaps there's just certain flares that you can do for something to quote unquote increase efficiency on something, or it helps in other ways, kind of, rising tide raising all ships sort of thing.
Well,
perhaps not.
I think you're right in some respects to that. I think part of it is we don't live in a society that does apprenticeships like really at all. Like you said, there are a couple careers where you can do that.
Yeah.
When we have new technicians come in, we have them shadow older technicians, or look at journeyman electricians working with master electricians, learning stuff. So that still happens, but it's not like it used to be where you got out of school and you went and worked for somebody full time and learned their trade so they could pass it on to you. The other thing is, when you're trying to do it personally, because you're not being funded through a company or for work, it's incredibly cost prohibitive. Hand woodworking tools are incredibly expensive. Most stuff that's used to make artisan crafts are not cheap, and they take time and money to build up what you need to create that. Not alone just the practice, but also the money you're gonna need up front to get into some of that stuff.
Some think of it, we may be talking past each other. We
probably are.
Because, well, you're looking at the goal and the, like, what the results of the process is. I'm focusing on the process itself, right? Like, if you're doing it for, for just, for example, Drew's making videos and stuff for his kids, it's not necessarily that he's doing that to,
you're right. And he's doing it.
He could springboard it to, right. Like same thing with me with the, I know I'm like motioning over here. They're over here somewhere, those tools. But my wood whittling tools. I'm not expecting to make super duper great pieces of art. It's more just the process and that sort of thing. And I get it. Everything in balance, or trying to balance it. But on the same hand, I don't know.
Well, that's why
I think balance is kind of boring.
That's why I said earlier that stuff is a hobby, and there's a time and place for that thing in your hobbies. When it comes to your regular life, it's very hard to have that stuff. Which is why we have the air fryers and stuff, so I can get my kids food before their homework and they have to go to bed.
So, I can tell you, I went around for 2 days and I shot film, like photos. It was so much fun. Like, I didn't know if they were going to turn out right. You take the picture and you don't know till days later. Half of them turned out meh, and half of them, like, there is I hate to get artsy because, I see those guys in all black with a scarf and a dipshit hat. I'm like, the artistry in this photograph. It's like,
mommy of the picture.
But my God, it was like there is a life to certain like photos you take, right? There's
formats,
something about it, right? That's different than, hey, this ultra sharp picture I took with my $2,000 camera. Like, hey, this was a Goodwill film camera, and like, picture has a soul to it. Like it's real. Like, there's a look to it that you can't get with a modern camera. And I would love to shoot 10 minutes of a movie with film. I don't think I can afford to process it. I don't think I could. And you know what they're going to give you back? They're going to give you back an MP4 or an MOV file. Like, they're not going to send you a reel of film that you put on the thing.
I'm sure they will for the right price.
So, yeah, nothing that I can.
You're going to pay for it. You're going to pay for it, but I'm sure they will.
No.
So.
It certainly is.
Yeah.
Je ne sais quoi, as it were.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, I have an idea for a short film in mind. I'm really excited for. It's gonna involve a child who, did just something stupid. Like, I'm gonna say all the dumbest shit. Like, my oldest kid's 11, by the way. So I'm like, oh, what happened? Like, did you wreck the car again? No, I didn't. I didn't drive the car through the garage again. Oh, okay. Well, did you hit a baseball through the front window again? No. Well, yeah, but no, that's not really it. I'm like, oh, that's all right. And then it's gonna be the dumbest thing. Like, I was playing with your golf clubs and I put a dent on the top line of your putter, and I'm gonna come unglued and lose my shit, right?
Just something super simple. Yeah.
Right. I don't think you can offend me more than to put a dent on the top line of my putter, right?
I actually knocked over your bucket of balls. Son of a bitch.
But like, I have this idea for this crazy like mood lighting. Like, I just got home. It's been a 14-hour day. I'm bruised, battered, and beaten from my day, and I'm sitting down to like a drink of some kind, and like the kid comes in, a little bit more light on the kid than me. And then I get up and it's just a fit of rage and the room turns red and shit. Like, you know, it's something stupid.
Drew's going for noir is what he's doing. He's getting some noir in there. Yeah.
But
he's in the shadows and the kids.
That's why he was talking about the log, filming and stuff, because of the grayscale. And
you gotta have that grain too. That film grain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but see, and that's the funny thing, right? All these cameras, high megapixel count, right? High megapixels, fucking crazy ass range, fucking tack sharp image, right? You know what every single, especially douche tuber, I'm sorry, douche, whatever. What all these guys do to it, they buy programs like Dehancer, Film Convert Nitrate, and they make it look shittier. You buy these badass cameras with the latest specs to fucking make it look grainy in post. You add grain to it, and you make it look worse than the tack sharpness that you paid for. Because film looks better than a digital video. Like, I'd rather watch any movie from the 80s and 90s. It looks better. It looks like it looks more real to you, right?
So I was reading something and it made me laugh. This made me think of it. You guys remember that Quentin Tarantino Western he did? Hateful Eight.
Okay.
So he shot that thing in like 70 millimeter or whatever. It's like a format that's never really 8 millimeter. That's never used really anymore. And it's known for being able to grab these giant, majestic, sweeping landscape shots, just like the most incredible landscape shots. And then he films 90% of it in a fucking cabin. That always shocked me. It's like you use this format that's to grab these huge, incredible landscape shots, and then you put it in a cabin. It's like, why are we doing this? Just use a regular camera at that point if you're going to shrink everything down so much. And he touted it too. He was like,
being artsy.
Oh yeah, he's not tour.
Not tour.
I read that they were like, yeah, he used this format that hasn't been used in years. That's supposed to be this incredible thing for wide shots.
Ultra Panavision 70 millimeter format.
Yeah, it's never really used anymore, and it's great for these huge wide panoramics. And he shot the whole thing in a cabin. It's like it was like two camera shots. I did not like. I was so excited when I saw he was bringing out a Western, and I was so disappointed when I watched it. I've seen it once.
Did you hear the funny thing? Oh God, who? Kurt Russell? Was it Kurt Russell?
Yes. He broke the instrument.
He broke the wrong guitar.
Yeah,
he broke the wrong fucking guitar.
That was like a very, very rare guitar. Apparently, there was a lot of issues.
Rented.
With that.
Yeah. You know
a lot
what,
of issues with that.
He's Kurt Russell. He can do whatever.
He can do whatever he wants. Yeah.
He's a damn treasure.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Snake Plissken, Captain Ron. He's all of those things.
We're at an hour, so let's go ahead and move into our top three.
Bounce over top three.
Oh my God, top three in under 30 minutes. Here we go. All right, so my topic today is top three, and my top three is going to be top three hidden gems. Now, it could be almost anything. What is a hidden gem to you?
Rhinestone.
Cowboys.
Lapis.
Anyways,
emeralds.
we don't need to listen to Graham the dipshit. So I will start out with Jesus. Help me with him, Lord, for he's an idiot. He knows not what he does. Anyway, so I'll start us off with my first one. It's a movie, and now I don't know how widespread the movie's known, but it's one of my favorite films. I'm sure Taylor's never seen it, but it is Equilibrium.
I know
it is another movie where Sean Bean dies.
That narrows the down.
Everything that he does, I know, right? But it's Christian Bale before he was Batman.
is this a good way to describe it? Is it's a pre-Matrix Matrix kind of? At least the aesthetic of it is, because it's like a futuristic movie, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little bit of futuristic movie. So basically, it's a society got pretty low, and so they banned feelings. So everybody has to take feelings, pills and shit to suppress their feelings. And with that, there's no war, but there's no love and no art and no blah 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 blah. So Christian Bale is God, it's not a Templar maybe. I can't remember his job title, but his job is to basically just kill anybody that has any kind of feelings in the world. And lo and behold, he gets feelings himself.
But he's plot twist.
But what's really neat though, and it's one of the most unique takes on it is, instead of using swords, which he is good with, they train with like gun kata. So they have studied the most like effective positions for a man to fight with a gun to kill multiple targets, and this is how they train to like shoot guns. So he takes all these badass poses with guns and just kills like rooms full of people, and it's dope. It's so cool.
Okay.
I've seen it before. It's been a very, 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 very long time. I've only seen it once, I think, on your recommendation. So.
Yeah, so for me, right, there's a lot of movies out there where like you got this hero, and he always has this ultra stupid moment where the guy puts the gun in the back and says, "Hey, I'm gonna take you down." And he's like, "Oh, you move too slow." It's like, oh, come on. Just pull the trigger and the movie's over. Jeez. This is one of the few movies where the badass is just a badass. And, like, get out of his way. Or just let him do what he wants because he's going to kill you otherwise. But it's a fantastic movie. Lots of murder, lots of mayhem. Fantastic film. Hidden Gem, nice. Equilibrium.
Yeah, I don't know anybody else has ever brought that movie up to me but you. So...
Taylor, I highly recommend a good watch.
Good luck.
Okay.
Good luck.
Equilibrium.
I've been recommending shit since you've came back from Japan and we reconnected, and you haven't watched any of them. So.
What?
How's Chrono Trigger coming?
That's not a recommendation.
Thank you, Drew.
Okay. I'm watching One Piece. I'm busy.
What was it? What was it? The
Equilibrium.
No, that's in my head. I was thinking of the things that Graham has suggested. One was the Primal thing,
which is great.
Probably nothing good.
Great,
dude. But here's the thing:
you would love Primal.
He suggests these things, but he's like, "Hey, it's on Netflix and stuff," and I don't have Netflix.
I'll send it to you later.
I don't have any of those things, and I don't.
Share it with your mother.
So you brought.
She doesn't have it either.
Actually, you brought this up before. Samurai Jack. Drew, Samurai Jack.
Great move. Great show.
The guy that did Samurai Jack did Primal. It's very, very good. It's like I'll send it to you. It's prehistoric, like a caveman and a dinosaur. It's great.
It sounded interesting, but like
it's great. It's very good.
I still have Castlevania that I haven't finished watching.
The only thing saving you today is that badass shirt you're wearing.
Yeah.
Just
which Final Fantasy this is referencing? Can you tell?
It's SNES for sure.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say 4 or 6.
Well, I mean it was 4. Yeah, because you got Tella hiding. Where's Tella? Tella's somewhere on here. Oh, there he is. No, that's not Tella. Where's he?
I'm embarrassed to say I've never finished the game.
Oh, that's all right. Is that Tella right there? That don't quite look like Tella. You got Sid, Kane.
I definitely own it on the PSN network, but I've
the never... Spoony Bard. This is the Spoony Bard, where the memes back in the day, the proto memes. There's your Spoony Bard.
Engaging content. Let's move on. Thank
you. All right, give me your top 3, Burns. Give me one.
All right, my first one is a food. It is the 150 Quick Stop in Bardstown, Kentucky. It is a truck stop, but attached to it, there's like a breakfast restaurant. They have the best breakfast sausage I've ever had in my life.
Breakfast.
To the point that I know several people that when they go down there, they take coolers with them and buy pounds of it and bring it back. It's gotten popular enough now that they ship it nationwide. So the 150 Quick Stop in Bardstown, Kentucky, you can get on their website now and order it. Shipping is expensive, but it is the best breakfast sausage by far I've ever had in my life. My buddy's getting ready to go back down there again here in a couple months, and I'm going to order probably a couple pounds of it. So
you're a big fan of sausage, I take it.
Yeah, absolutely. I will fully admit I love sausage. So I love tube-shaped meat. But my favorite are honestly the sausage patties. I'm a big patty guy. So that is my number one hidden gem. It's incredible sausage. So
interesting.
Yeah, if I get some, you live in Texas, so tough luck to you. I won't. But if I get some, Taylor, I'll try to get you to
try some. All right. Well, I mean, it's where in Kentucky you said this is?
Bardstown.
Taylor, I'm going to need feedback once Graham stuffs you with his sausage.
Yeah, it's not too far from Louisville.
I was going to say, I think the roommate's heading down there next week, so maybe I might try to see if he'll swing over that direction.
It's so good. It's incredible.
And grab some
spicy is awesome. Yeah.
Grab some sausage.
Make a sausage run.
Sausage.
Get 2 handfuls of sausage.
I like to get 2 hands and a mouth, but moving on to Taylor.
Good Lord. Sausage fest, some would say.
All right. So I have like really odd things. And so I wanted to share some of these odd things.
He's gonna share a gem. Watch. He's gonna pull a gem.
No. So I love what is it, numismatics, like coins and stuff.
Okay.
So recently, like this was a Christmas gift that I got. I got a coin, this little ancient thing here.
Okay.
It's
Taylor,
from
back it up.
Yeah, back it up. Well, it's a little.
Yeah, it's
okay. We have a coin.
Yeah, but it's like it's an ancient coin there from like it's the Kingdom of Elymais, which is like a Parthian off way toward, not quite Bactria, but like in old like Persia area kind of thing.
Okay.
Anyways, but I like coins and stuff, so like I was able to find a 1923 Liberty dollar kind of thing. So yeah, it's just nice. Really neat like that and all. This is an 1889 Indian penny.
Okay.
So like I myself like to find like little odds and ends like that. So coins and stuff that are, like this here. I don't know if I showed these to you when you were here or not. I think I might have sent, but like getting like Confederate and North Carolina dollars.
Try to spend that at your local grocer.
right. But that is when I went to Gettysburg, and I'd probably go pick out something like that again. But just kind of like the coins and stuff. I've got a whole. You can't really see it. Right
Taylor?
There's like a big jar. I got a big old jar of coins and stuff.
Oh God, he's getting them.
Just
in a pickle jar.
This is all like wheat pennies and half dollars and dollar coins and stuff. But
I bet that's a dill pickle.
It's just kind of something I like to collect.
It looked like a dill pickle jar. Yes.
It is a dill. It's a Mount Olive. It's mild banana pepper rings that I cleaned out.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
don't
Taylor,
smell like it whatsoever.
I have a quarter.
Okay.
Not even trying to be a dick here. My dad was on a construction site and he was tearing out some old concrete, and in the concrete he found a 1915 quarter in perfect
nice
condition once they broke it out of the concrete, and I still have it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's
that
cool.
one was neat to have.
That is pretty neat.
It's like when you flick it, you flick it in the air. Completely different sound than a modern quarter. It's really neat.
Mm-hmm. I'd imagine, yeah, because it's got all that silver content and stuff. That's I think part of
real money.
All right. Well, that's just I think part of the, I won't say allure, but just for like this, Liberty dollar. It's 1923, and to have it still be in a pretty good condition, like how, it's 102 years old now, like.
There's some guy out there right now watching you hold that with your greasy fucking hand.
Oh yeah,
and
he's dying livid. Inside.
Yeah, he's livid.
He's dying inside.
Good.
You want to know where I keep it, buddy?
But yeah, so like that's something that I know it's like hidden gems for me. I guess maybe a little bit more of like a personal thing. So like I randomly found that like somebody gave it back to me for change somewhere. I think.
That's awesome.
Like,
I probably bet it's worth way more than $1 too.
Oh yeah.
Oh right. So that's when you said hidden gems, that's kind of where I went with this. So I've got a couple other things though. But back to you, Drew.
All right, so my number 2 is, and it becomes a number 2 after several hours. It's food. It's based out of Columbus, Ohio, a gem on Cleveland Avenue, Torita's Pizza. One of the finest pizzas in all of Ohio, and in fact, all of America. It's going to be top tier, top 5 pizza. Family owned and operated since God knows when. It's in a bad neighborhood. You go in the light. Go when it's light outside. But the pizza is bar none fantastic. They use the old world pepperoni that cups upwards and just traps in the grease. It just delights your soul and clogs your arteries.
This was actually on my list as well before we started the episode, but I was like, Drew, I think we probably have the same one. So I went ahead and removed it, but it is also one of my favorite hidden gem pizza places Drew introduced me to. In fact, I'm going to be there just on the street from it on Tuesday.
It's beautiful.
They don't open until 4, and I'll be there.
So you know how I found it? You know how I found it?
How?
I went to school with Lindsay Sayre, shout out, great gal, and she was telling me her uncle had a pizza place, and I was like, that's amazing. I believe it's Tony. I mean, Italian.
Well, yeah,
Tony,
you got to. Yeah.
Right? And
Augustus isn't running it.
Right? So, man, my dad and I, we found it, and I've never looked back. I've never looked back.
I recommend it to so many people as well. So good. I love that pizza.
Yep. Phenomenal.
Nice.
My number 2 is a game. It'll be interesting to hear Taylor's take on my.
Is this the one you were talking about? It's not Chrono Trigger, obviously.
Chrono Trigger, for one thing, it's supposed to be a hidden gem. Everybody knows what Chrono Trigger is.
It's the hidden gem of your heart.
It is, yeah. The uncompleted hidden gem in my heart. Is a game called Hardscape Shipbreaker. I play it on PC. I actually have it on PlayStation 5 now as well. It is a game where you are hired by a ship-breaking company in space.
Yeah.
So...
God, look at the excitement.
Oh, well, it's because we've had discussions about this.
Yeah.
So, the story is Earth is like... It's a futuristic Earth where everybody's super poor or you're super rich. And jobs are hard to come by. And one of the jobs you can get is you sign up with this company and they send you to essentially a space station that has a shipyard cage kind of around it. And they bring old ships in and you go with zero gravity, fly into this like ship pen in zero gravity, and you cut this ship apart piece by piece and throw it either into a furnace or a processor, depending on the part. And you make money from it. And it's a very relaxing, almost like puzzle-like game because you have to cut them apart in certain ways. Otherwise, you'll blow up parts of the ship and not get as much money as you possibly could. But the story starts because with the initiation fees and everything, you start the game like $80 billion in debt to the company. So literally all you do is live there and cut these ships apart trying to pay off your debt. You're not even making any money. You're just trying to pay off the debt. And every time you buy oxygen, or they call them tethers that you can attach to pieces to throw them or sticky them to something else, you have to pay for all of that stuff. And it's all coming out of your overhead that you're already owing. And so it's essentially a corporate wage slave game, but it's very, very fun. And it's very, if you're having a bad day, you just float in there, turn your brain off for a bit. And it's like I said, it's essentially solving puzzles, tearing these ships apart. But it's just it's a very cool like blue collar space game, which I like a lot. It's that total like steel worker kind of union feel to it. It's a very fun game. So I would say
I like it.
Hard Space Shipbreaker is not many people know about it, but if you like that kind of puzzle thing, and the zero G in it feels great. You're floating all around it and going inside of it to get under panels and cut stuff out. It's a very fun game. So that would be my second one. Taylor thinks it's a stupid concept. He's like, you're already essentially a wage slave in your life. Why would you want to go home and play one too? So that was his comment.
That is true. It is a neat thing with the whole zero G and stuff, but like, it's kind of like what's the like Animal Crossing. Yeah, Tom Nook's
that son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. It's like, it's like, why would you put yourself behind the 8-ball like that? I mean, I can kind of understand for certain games, what's the startup of Shadowrun? Startup of Shadowrun has you coming out of a morgue. I love that game. The game's fantastic.
But you also got to realize, it's also very tongue in cheek, so it's making fun of it, just kind of funny about it. So it's not serious.
What were you about to say there, Drew?
You guys remember the peak of the game? What was it, Farmville for Facebook? Like 20 fucking years ago.
I know.
Like how crazy people went over.
Right.
Will you friend me so I can expand my farm?
Oh, I remember that. That was so annoying. So annoying. Get those stupid invites.
No idea.
Yeah.
No idea. Never.
I just came up with a great idea for my next top 3. I gotta write that down. I just came up with a great idea for my next top 3.
Oh boy. I'm excited now. All right, so my final one.
I got my number 2.
Oh well, it wasn't.
You skipped me.
Go ahead.
It wasn't, but so I have a bottle cap that's got a Gundam on it.
Taylor, you better sell me on this here real quick.
So this is I actually won this at one of the schools that I taught at. They had a school festival, and it was one of the toys or like a selection of things because I correctly guessed the exact weight of a bag of sand that I had put together myself.
So wait, you made a bag of sand and then you guessed the weight perfectly.
Yeah, it was something. There was different things that the students they made themselves, like a bunch of different little odds and ends games. Like in the gymnasium, there's a group of students that made like cardboard monster cutouts that they were running with, and you would throw bean bags at to like a la Monster Hunter kind of thing.
What I heard was he attacked his own students.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's what I heard.
Sounds like a good time. I think every school should have that, honestly.
It was the succession of that. The guessing the correct weight was kind of what put me at the top of the leaderboard, and I was able to, and I picked this little Gundam bottle cap thing that I was just like, oh, that's really neat. I'm not a big Gundam fan or anything, but it was just it's a nice little warm memory and stuff. And I know that there is probably some Gundam collector out there that would slit my throat for something like this, but
very possible.
It is mine.
He essentially went
he's in line with a coin guy right now.
Yeah. He essentially went to a school Chuck E. Cheese and he got enough tickets for the Gundam figurine. So
yeah.
Did you play in the ball pit? That's the real question.
I did.
Piss and sadness.
Yeah, horribly unhygienic.
That sounds gross.
All right, Drew, what do you got?
All right, yeah, Drew.
My final one, and what inspired this topic for me was, it is Birmingham Golf Club in Rusk, Texas. So
you were just telling me about this one.
For everybody that has no clue, my friend Dan just flew down. He has a conference in Dallas, Texas, and he's like,
Booger
hey,
Dan.
And I'm like, well, what up, dude? So he goes, hey, do you want to get together? I'm like, yeah. I was like, you're flying to Texas, dude. Let's find a golf course. You can golf pretty much year round down here. So he's like, all right, man, find a course. I was like, great. So I'm busy, so I'm looking off and on between it. And I just find, hey, between here and here, find me a good golf course. It was 2 hours and like 20 minutes for me. It was like an hour and a half for Dan. I was like, perfect, because it was really well rated. So as I'm pulling up to this place, I am on a maybe gravel, grass, and leaf road. And I want to call it a road. I'm like, shit, am I on someone's private property? Am I on a road at all? Or did someone take a four-wheeler up here one time? Or is this a cart path? I don't know. Now, as I'm going, I see a golf hole, and I'm like, shit, am I in the fairway? I don't know. Like, I'm just not sure. But the GPS says I'm in empty space. I'm like, well, this is good. So I keep driving, because occasionally you see a sign, Birmingham Golf Club. I'm like, 50-50. So I pull up to a house. A house. With a little putting green in front of it. And when I mean little, I mean it's 12 feet long at most. And there's like 3 mini houses, cabins, whatever you want to call them, kind of off to the left. And I park in a gravel driveway next to my friend Dan. And I'm like, was I on a cart path? He's like, dude, I was about ready to text you the same thing. He's like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. So we go inside the house, which is the only thing there that makes sense. And it says, we're open on the door. So I assume this is it, but it's a house, man. And it's not just a house. It is where they live. A wife, a husband who had no legs. I assume it's the husband, and had a kid. But she was super friendly. He was awesome. They're super, just they had that country accent you'd expect. I'm like, well, that's a family-owned golf course. It could be a little different. And I'm like, my excitement is growing. Like, I don't know why. It had like that nowhere vibe, big walnut, but like high scale big walnut, right? Yeah. And none of you know Big Walnut Golf Club, and so what is it considered? Sunbury? Is that Sunbury, yeah. Ohio?
I know it. I grew up in Sunbury.
Fantastic cow pasture, everybody. One of the best golf courses around. This place is like this. This family had some property. Like, hell, let's make a golf course. And they made they cut, paths in the trees, and it was hilly. It was tight. There's trees. There's out of bounds everywhere. There's effing goats walking around the golf course. There's chickens everywhere. Roosters crowing. And I'm like, oh my God. It's only 9 holes, but the tee boxes are all different. So hole 1 and hole 10, the tee boxes, it's the same hole, but the tee boxes are 50, 60 yards apart. One, It's a straightaway shot. The other, you got to snap hook it around a massive ass tree to find the fairway. And they're different yardages. It's just a different look. I hope Dan was being honest, and I hope he had as much fun as I did, because it's rare to find a course. It's just so unique, right? It had so much character. The vibe was fantastic. We didn't see another human being until we turned at 9. Like, there was no one out there.
Here's a question. Is it just one putting green and all different tee boxes around it? Or
no,
are there
several different There's greens? 9 greens. It's like Big Walnut, right? It's 9 holes.
Okay.
It's 9 holes. It's just, in this case, the tee boxes are different. So you got to make sure when you're teeing off on number 10, there's not someone teeing off on number 1 because you're playing the same hole.
Okay.
And you're looking up through the trees and shit, and we had to drive past a goat and a flock of chickens to get to the damn thing. It was awesome. But the vibe was amazing, dude. Like, we passed one group, so when we got through the 9, there was only one group out in front of us, because we got there like 9 o'clock, right when they opened. And it's still cold in Texas. It was low 50s when we got there. It may have been the mid 60s at best when we left. But, like, those guys, there was 5 or 6 of them. They had 3 kids with them. They waited. As soon as we caught them, they waited for us so we could pass them and not be slowed down. Super gentlemanly. Anybody out there, take a key there. If you're slow, let faster players go through.
Yeah, let them play through.
But just, the vibe was amazing. And then to top off this amazing day of golf that we had, I asked the proprietor, she goes, if you want a good meal, go to El Charro or this, barbecue place. So we go to El Charro, right? I take my friends to authentic Mexican restaurants, not bullshit places in Columbus, okay? So we go to this authentic Mexican place, And we come to find you don't get one drink, free alcoholic beverage with your entree. You get two alcoholic beverages with your entree. Dan and I each get an entree. I got the street tacos. I got El Pastor street tacos, 5 little mini tacos. Amazing, by the way. And I get 2 margaritas with it. I drink the first one. The second one's still possibly sitting on that table because I'm like, I can't drink another margarita. I have 2.5 hours to drive home. So I couldn't touch that bitch.
That's hilarious.
So I had one drink. We were there for an hour and a half. I'm good. But it was, if you talk about a perfect fucking day with a friend, man, like it was awesome. It was truly a hidden gem. Graham, if you ever come to Texas, I'm making you drive 2.5 hours. We're going to Rusk, and we're playing Birmingham.
When you first were describing it, made me think of Spud Run that we've been looking at. Where
that's the vibe. That's the vibe.
Because, so you don't know, Taylor, Spud Run is down by Chillicothe, I think.
Chillicothe.
So.
Oh, this is the one you were talking about renting out a
place
out in the middle of
the
okay.
It's an Airbnb that has a golf course attached to it, and the golf course is just on private property, like this one, a family property, but it's one putting green, but there's 9 holes like around it at different lengths and like approaches and stuff. And when you rent the Airbnb, you get that course for that whole time you rented it, and no one else can play it. So you get the Airbnb, you pay for the Airbnb. All the golf is free there. They just ask that you tip and like leave a tip and maybe a little bit of money to help them maintain the course because it's just some guy maintaining it. It books out almost a year in advance, which is crazy. Yeah, but people rave about it. Like it's so sought after. But that's when you were describing it, made me think of that kind of feel. So
I'd say that's unique. The vibe. It was awesome. It was a great time.
That's great. But you don't get very often in golf. Golf is very, I feel like, cookie cutter a lot of times.
It is. It's very commercial, right?
All right.
All right.
My last one is a band. It's a band called Electric Callboy. I don't know that you guys have ever heard me talk about this band. It is a band out of Germany, and they do what's called, it's like hard electronicore. Could be wrong there. It's essentially heavy metal mixed with like electronic music, and it's really I love both of those genres. Really great band, hilarious. That's one thing. Their videos, especially their more recent videos, are absolutely hilarious. They're totally tongue in cheek. They're goofing around. That's one of their songs is called "Pump It Up," and it's a gym workout song. But the whole video is them dressed in like 80s spandex and like those old 80s music videos with the weights and stuff and like doing it. But they go from like this really upbeat kind of almost club techno to like insane like headbanging heavy metal in the same song back and forth. It's very good. It's hilarious.
Love it.
So that's a really good hidden gem band. Fans of Electric Callboy absolutely love Electric Callboy, but not a lot of people know about it. They've done tours in the U.S. and stuff, so they're not super unknown. But if you like metal at all and electronic music at all, Electric Callboy. Start with the YouTube music video of Hypa Hypa. You'll be shocked. It's great. It's so good. I love it. So that's my third hidden gem is Electric Callboy.
Okay.
I'll send it to you.
Been around?
I want to see this. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They Hypa Hypa is the best introduction to them because it's so over the top stupid. But it started, I want to say 2016, maybe something like that. They used to be called Eskimo Callboy, and they had a different singer. But then they brought in a new lead singer where they started to get like the more goofy stuff. They used to be more just traditional. And then they started getting the more goofy stuff with the more electronic stuff. And that's when they switched their name to Electric Callboy. So, but they really blew up, I want to say, around 2021 or so. Mostly because YouTubers were doing reaction videos to Hypa Hypa. And it really spread their name. So that's where they really blew up.
Whenever you say that, I just think of, what is it? Is it Finnish, Norwegian, for like, or Dutch maybe? Huba Paiba.
What is that?
Like good morning or something like that. Huba Paiba.
Yeah, they're German, so it's a great band, really good. I'll have to send it to you guys. Hypa, hypa, pretty and I like ya. So good, so good.
I feel amazed already.
I think we need the Graham version of this instead.
Oh, I can sing the whole thing.
I'd record that.
Make that our hidden gem.
Taylor, what you got, bud?
All right. I'll shift gears. Pick an indie game here for last one. And it is called The Last Spell. It is it's kind of like a tower defense, but it's a turn-based tower defense where you have so many heroes and you have to build as best as you can, city or town square for your different resources and stuff. But you have a horde of kind of like zombie monsters because people have been using magic all willy-nilly, and as they've gotten to the point where they just completely decimated everything. So there's this fog on the outlines of this city square or town square, and you have to last so many turns. And each night, the characters you have so many actions and movement, and then the enemy goes and stuff, and you're just trying to protect that so many rounds per night for so many nights. And then at the end there's like a boss, so like the first town you do this for, they're like 3 harpy bosses, and it gets pretty intense. I really like that game a good deal. And it's just a really fun way to work my noggin to be like, okay, because you get different types of weapons and the weapons have different abilities. So not only do you have like you can have somebody have a sword, but their secondary weapon can be like a pistol. And the pistol, like the sword usually has them move forward. So you're trying to like calculate, okay, I can get a lot more action or movement in to try to take care of them and all the different kind of monsters and stuff. It's fun. I think they were eventually making like a board game somehow out of it, but I don't know about that. But yeah, The Last Spell. The music's really good too. Like it's pretty intense. I think I used it for some of the tabletop stuff, but
okay.
But
I have to check that out. Sounds interesting.
Yeah, I'll send you some of the link stuff for it. But yeah, it's one of those that I really like, and yeah, if you want to waste a little bit of time,
I'm all about wasting time. Trust me.
Right. So, but that's it for me.
All right, then, guys. What you got, Drew?
I'm gonna give one quick special shout out. Fun Factory Hobbies in Mount Gilead, Ohio. Graham, for you especially. Taylor, I don't know how close you are to Mount Gilead. He is a board game store. So we stopped there again, the wife and I, on our trip to Ohio. And we grabbed a couple new tabletop kind of RPGs to do with the kids. Mm-hmm. And we're very excited to get into it. He is a hell of a nice guy. He has a hell of a store with so many games that'll make your head pop off. A whole section for shit to do with kids, Graham. I got my first set of D&D dice from him.
Very nice.
So, an official set. But, dude, he's got some great games in there, and I recommend a good stop.
I have to go up and check
Fun
him
Factory Hobbies, Hidden Gem, Mount Gilead, Ohio. Hell of a nice guy, too.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out. Take the kids up there.
You should. It's fun. He has so much shit. You'll find something to do there.
Perfect. All right, then, guys. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. It's getting late. So
wrap it up.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to check in the description for the links to our social media and podcast sites. And we will catch you on the next one, episode 18. So, all right, gentlemen. Have a nice evening.
Peace.
Toodles.
Got a mortgage and a bad back. Still trying to figure out this new tech stack. Remember dial up the screech and the wine. Now we're streaming shows, feeling just fine. Yeah, this is life around 40. Find our groove, a little bit naughty. We're dropping hidden gems, the top 1, 2, 3. So crank it up loud and listen to me. Restaurants to movies to video games, we're sharing all the secrets, calling out the names. It's more than just talking, it's a state of mind. The coolest stuff you're ever gonna find. Life around 40.